The cause manifesting as effect, in quality, in essence, in substance, substantially, there is no difference between him and the manifested universe. We are the same. We are the same. According to Advaitins, the Lord has no form. He has no form, absolutely no form. The Vaishnavas will say God comes in the form of the most auspicious form of Narayana. But when it comes to Advaita, they do not say the God has any form. They insist that God is formless. But they insist, they drive the point home that we are non-different from our source. The ultimate cause is the Supreme Being, and the effect is the manifested universe, and therefore they are non-different. It is the same Lord who is pulsating in this universe. It is the same Lord. You see, one of the most important ideas, concepts in Hinduism is, it is the same Lord who activates, who pulsates in the hearts of all of us. It is the same Lord. It is the ultimate reality, the omnipotent present Lord, the omnipresent Lord. We accept him as omnipresent. He is present everywhere, and he pulsates in the heart of all living beings as their self, as the ultimate individuality of me, of you, everyone else. Ultimately, it is he who is manifesting as X, Y, Z. Therefore, there is substantially, there is no difference between the Lord and the world, all of us. Antaryami, there is a concept of Antaryami, the indwelling spirit. The Lord is the indwelling spirit of the whole universe. He is present everywhere, and therefore, by virtue of that fact itself, that he is the indwelling spirit of all of us, of the ultimate reality of our individuality, the Lord himself. If you give up the concept of the God, if the mind becomes absolutely quiet, when you go to sleep and when you are in deep sleep, the mind doesn't function there. What happens there? There you are alone, nothing else to disturb you. You are alone there, therefore you are happy, you are blissful. How do you understand? When you wake up the next morning, you report your experience in the deep sleep and say, well, how beautifully I have slept last night. I did not know anything. That is your individuality, that is your real personality. And if that consciousness can be called up throughout the waking state, then you are one with the God all the time. You experience God all the time. We bring the kingdom of heaven in the heart. You feel the presence of the Lord all the time. I think ultimately speaking, whether it is Hinduism or Islam or Christianity, is taking humanity to that level where we feel the presence of our Creator all the time in our heart. Where else do we experience him? We experience him in the heart. So the ultimate aim for us, every individual, every human being, is to have this feeling of the presence of the Lord in our heart. As I said, there is a clue. The feeling of our own blissful nature we experience in the state of deep sleep. That blissfulness, at that time we are one with the Lord. There is nothing to disturb us, nothing to distract us, not even dream. Even in the dream state we are distracted. But when you are in the deep sleep, there is no distraction. Therefore you are one with the God. Therefore you feel the blissfulness. And so, in the waking state, throughout your life, if you can create that kind of awareness, putting the mind at rest, all the time we are in the presence of the Lord. We enjoy the presence of the Lord. There is no difference between me and you. There is no difference in the world, in this universe at all, except one. Everyone is loved. Everyone is worshipped as Narayana. everyone is worshipped as Narayana. Ultimately speaking, that experience, that elevation, raising the human mind to that level where we can experience the Godhood, that is our ultimate goal according to Hinduism. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swami Golokananda. Now we would have Father Gio Payapalli speaking for 20 minutes on the concept of God in Christianity. Brothers and sisters, may we welcome Father Payapalli.
The Chairperson, Dr. Muhammad Naik, Swamiji, Golokananda, respected Secretary Naik, Sri A.V. Abdul Rahman, the dignitaries in the dais, my dear sisters and brothers. I'm extremely happy to join in this inter-religious dialogue organized by Salafi Learning and Research Center, Calicut, on the theme, Religion in the Right Perspective. I'll be speaking in 3 different parts. First, the approach of the Catholic Church to which I belong, the openness towards world religions. And secondly, I will be explaining the contemporary situation of the religion to put it in its true perspective. And thirdly, I will be discussing on the concept of God in the Bible and in Christianity. The Catholic Church to which I belong encourages and promotes inter-religious dialogue, cooperation, and collaboration. The official teaching authority of the Church promulgated a declaration on the relation of the Church to the world religions in the Second Vatican Ecumenical Council held in Rome in 1965, in which the Church opened the new frontiers in the ecumenical and inter-religious dialogue. We have a pontifical council for dialogue with world religions in Vatican, which encourages in-depth study of the world religions and is in constant contact with the leaders of world religions, especially Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism. The official declaration on the relation of the Church to the world religions at the very outset explain the origin and the purpose of religion. I quote, "Men look to the different religions for an answer to the unsolved riddles of human existence. The problems that weigh heavily on the hearts of men and women are the same today and in the ages past. What is man? What is meaning and purpose of life? What is upright behavior? And what is sinful? Where does pain and suffering originate, and what end does it serve? How can genuine happiness be found? What happens at death? What is judgment? What reward follows death? And finally, what is the ultimate mystery beyond the human explanation, which embraces our entire existence, from which we take